Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to learn a new variable, and that is the enumeration variable, or short for enum. Let's go to the content browser and create a new folder. Let's name this folder Enums. Open the folder, right click, now go to blueprint section and choose enumeration. Let's name this enum stats underscore enum. Double click to open it up. We see here add enumeration. We will add 3 enumerations. So 1, 2, 3. Let's name the first one idle. The second one walking. And the third running. Save the blueprint. And remember, the name of this enum is stats underscore enum. We can close it now. Now let's see what is this and how we can use these enumerators. Open our damage actor. Let's add a variable. And for the variable type, we have to type the name of the enum we have created. Type stats underscore enum. So this is the one. Select it. Compile and save. Now we have called the enumeration variable that we have created before. So let's give it a name. Stats, for example. Again, compile and save. Let's call event begin play. And drag and drop the variable. Let's go get. And again, drag and drop. Let's set. Now this variable, as you can see, there's a drop down menu automatically. So we can choose between these. So whatever this variable is set to, is going to happen something. Let's connect event begin play and call print string. Connect the variable and the return value. We are going to see idle as a return, and it's going to be printed on the screen. You see in the top left corner, idle. If you are about to choose walking, it's going to be walking. So this is if you want to set the variable. Now let's disconnect the pins. We can delete this one for now. The default value of the stats variable is idle. So when the variable is get in the graph, or if you select it over here, we're going to see the default value. So the first one is idle. You can choose walking, you can choose running, and depending on what the variable is set to, something is going to happen. So let's see how we can use this. From the get variable, drag a pin and type switch on stats enum. Connect this, and now when the game starts, if this variable is set to idle, something will happen from here, and the other two are going to be ignored. If the variable is set to walking, only walking is going to fire and everything else is going to be ignored. And if the variable is set to running, only this one is going to fire and the other two, they're going to be ignored. So let's try it out. Let's say for idle, we want to print a message, player is idle. I'm going to select this and Ctrl D to copy. And one more time. Let's just put this aside for now. And from walking, we're going to connect this one, and running this one. So for walking, the player is, we're going to just change this to walking. And for running, the player is running. For now, we have no idea what this variable is set to. So all we need to do is either select it here or select in the variables tab to see what is currently the variable set to. So at the moment this variable is set to running. So what do you think is going to be printed on the screen when the game starts? Okay, this was pretty easy, but we still have to repeat. So at the moment, because this variable is set to running, we should see this pin to fire. So the player is running. Let's try it out. The player is running. Now, if you want to change the stats, simply select the variable or select it over here and change it to idle. Now, because it's set to idle, this pin is going to fire. So whatever this variable contains, in this case we have 1, 2, 3 options. When you drag a pin and when you type this switch on and the name of the variable, we're going to get all the information that this variable has. Okay, so you won't see anything else than that. That's why from whatever this variable has inside, based on that, we're going to fire something. Now select, let's see, player is walking. We should fire this pin here. So this message is going to be printed on the screen. Let's go to the game, player is walking. You can also choose the Boolean variable to check the status of this one. So let's disconnect this for now and put this aside. From the get node, drag a pin and type equal. So we have equal operator and we have equal enum. Since this is an enum, we're going to choose equal enum. Now this works the same as a Boolean variable, the same like this one, except we are checking for this status here. So now we are checking if this variable is set to idle, or if this variable is set to walking, or if this variable is set to running. So let's call the branch node. So we can check this condition. I will just put this aside. Actually, I'm going to delete it. And when the game starts, if the variable is set to running, if it's true, we are going to type something. Let's say this variable is set to running. If it's false, I'm just going to copy this. We're going to type this variable is not set to running. Because at the moment, I'm just going to put this aside, because at the moment this variable is set to walking. And we are checking if the variable is running. Now we should get the false statement and this message. The variable is not set to running. You can either select this idle and make sure these are the same idle. Now we should fire this pin here because the statement is true. We are checking whether this variable is idle. So select the variable and yes, it is idle. We should get the true statement. The variable is set to running. Okay, this is the basic of enumeration variable. In the following lessons, we're going to work into more details with this. I will see you in the next one.